What it is, what it do, what it be. It's your boy D Stew, aka Moscato Poppy on Instagram. Welcome to another episode of Bird by Opinions, y'all. Bird by Opinions, y'all. Let go.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Coogee. You know me. Follow me on IG at GXBoy_. Burden by Opinions. We are back this week. Snooper Loop, please talk to the people.
You already know it's your boy 6'2" and nasty. Rude to the good bros, baby.
So y'all, it's Stern, man. Praise God. We here for another weekend, another Saturday to talk shit with my bros, man. You know, let's go. Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram _Thurn. Almost forgot.
Thurn. Just say _Thurn.
Just Thurn.
Keep it simple, baby.
THURN.
Yeah, man. Welcome back to another episode, y'all. You already know, if you watched the show before, you know the first segment is always dope or dumb. Start off with a handful of random topics. I tell the guys to tell me whether they think it's dope or dumb, then give me their justification for why they went either way that they went. Without further ado, man, we're just gonna hop into it. I don't know why it's been such an entertaining last few weeks, but stories have not been hard to come by. We're starting off in Stafford, Virginia, bro. 41-year-old Brian Anthony Joe of Woodbridge, Virginia, fell through the ceiling of a locker room at a One Life Fitness, which I'm assuming is a gym, and he landed on top of a woman in the locker room. My man was charged with burglary, 3 counts of peeping and spying into a building, as well as vandalism for peeping into the women's locker room at the gym. Brothers, how do y'all feel about this? Is it dope or dumb?
Oh, it's definitely not dope. Yeah, that's got to be so stupid. First
They
off,
threw
it's
the
like,
book at that boy.
Bro, my goodness, at this point, I mean, if you just have internet, you can get your fill of women. You really peeping?
Bro.
What are you getting for peeping?
Peeping, bro.
Like,
Back in the day.
That one chick that come in when you there working out, though. He probably was like,
Nah, it's not okay. It's not
on?
okay, bro. It's not
You
okay.
risk your life? Come on, bro. It ain't working.
how bad does she have to be for you to climb up in the ceiling to get up?
Not.
J-Lo.
I ain't that one yet.
Hey,
J-Lo.
start the count, TJ. Jenna be up in there. TJ be up in the ceiling. Oh, it's Jenna.
All right.
Stop the count. TJ, that's Jenna though. That's you talking.
No, man, not that, bro.
Maybe
Unless
the
I know
locker.
me going I mean, unless I know like it's an agreement, like, hey, if you go up in the ceiling and look down and she catch you, she gonna let you feel on her or something. Like, it gotta be something extra.
Risk for the reward. I feel you.
You gotta have something more than that, bro.
Yeah.
Just looking and then climbing back down.
Yeah, that's an L. He gonna take this big old dumb. That's a unanimous dumb.
Yeah,
Can't, bro.
I
Let's
can't
just move on.
falling through the ceiling
Wow.
onto a woman, bro.
Bruh,
right.
he lucky to be alive.
Like, he lifted up the thing.
Ceiling tiles,
If
bro.
it was one of them drop down ceilings, bro, he had to know that can't support
Bruh.
150, 180 pounds. I have this many pounds.
He looked like he about 200 pounds. That boy look like he heavy. That boy look like he heavy. He don't look like no little dude, bro. He took that L.
Boy.
Sir, you take a big old fat L.
All right, unanimous dumb, like G said. Moving on to the next topic. Y'all been seeing the silhouette challenges, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
How y'all feel about these silhouette challenges? They doing anything for you, or do you think it's just another dumb challenge?
I think that was a dumb challenge.
Yeah, another dumb challenge, man.
It's another dumb
I
challenge,
got so
though.
tired of hearing that song.
Big facts. That's the one thing that
Facts.
really made me about it.
Yeah, that's something.
Put your hand on my shoulder. All right, but apparently there's been people on Reddit that have figured out how to not completely remove,
But
but
Reddit,
take
y'all
apart.
Ready,
Talk
bro.
about
Ready out here
9%.
getting GameStop.
They found out a way to
Wicked
take off a
Reddit,
good
man.
portion of
God,
that red filter on the silhouette challenge. And women are not happy about it, bro. So a lot of women actually feel like it's a violation of their rights. That people are screen recording these challenges, stripping off the filter.
Maybe not get naked, maybe?
Right.
I mean, that's the opposite side of the argument.
Right.
So, first, do we think that this is dope or dumb that people are stripping off the filter?
so dope. I haven't watched any of the videos, but hey,
I mean,
you
the creative mind to think about that, I think that's dope. But the whole going behind, the privacy, yeah, that you can't do that. But who would have thought, like, who would just say, hey man, I'm about to take that red filter off? Like, who came up with that? How do you just say, yeah, let me take that red filter off? Right?
Is that a thought that people don't have? Like, that seems like an instant thought that you would have. Like, oh wow, I wish I could see this. I feel like that's an instant thought that everybody had when they saw somebody fine. I think that, man, hey bro, I feel like, bro, we gotta get out of this culture of like freaking complaining about consequences of doing things that's stupid and reckless. Like, bro, you posting a naked video with, like, you don't know technology like that. You don't know if the app could malfunction at any time and show all your stuff. So now that you're dealing with consequences, bro, it's stop doing stuff like this. True. It's so simple. Just stop doing stupid ass challenges.
I feel like no professional woman would ever post this on TikTok or Instagram or nowhere else anyway.
Listen,
I don't think I've seen one professional woman post a silhouette challenge.
Why would you? What is the purpose of it? Just for attention.
If you want to be on OnlyFans, just create one, cause like, come on,
exactly.
Like,
bro.
there's it's a lot of it's a lot of stuff going on out there on the internet. So you putting the risk, you risking that, putting it out there. So I mean, you're already giving off a certain sense of promiscuity by doing the challenge. Period. So I mean, that's the risk that you take. So. Hey,
man, I don't want to take away from the fact that people are like violating their rights, I guess, by taking their content, doing what they want to do and stripping out the filter. But at the same time, like TJ is saying, you posted a naked video.
Bruh.
You had to know
are they
were going to be
rights,
people
because it's public information.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once it's on the internet, it's a dub, bro. You put it out there, bro. It's not, bro. Like, come on.
It's funny. Okay, flip side. All right, I have this argument all the time. So, if you see a woman dressed provocative, as a man, your hindsight is, okay, she want attention. So if I give her the type of attention that draws to what she's wearing, is it my fault? Am I in the wrong now? A lot
what
of
do you
women
mean
would
give
say
her
so.
attention? If you stare at her butt? Or stare at her breasts?
If I come up and approach her, just be like, hey, let's just one time, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, type of thing, instead of wine and dine her, treat her like a real woman. If I just treat her like a hoe because she dressed like a hoe, then now it's my problem, right? So that's kind of the same thing, right? If they want to dress and do all that, but then you want to say, don't put it up there.
I think that you're taking a risk if you walk up to any woman without her making any type of moves and just saying, hey, let's go have sex. Like, I think that's the risk on you.
If I approach her like a hoe, because she's dressed like a hoe, but then I'm in the wrong.
I think you have to accept the consequences of how she reacts to you.
Right.
If you approach her like that.
I agree. I'm totally with you.
What is approaching like a hoe, though? I feel like
that's a weird
hoe the same way you approach another chick.
Right.
You definitely would.
I kind of approach all my.
If she's a clean, classy chick, my approach is going to be way different.
You're not going to approach.
We ain't talking about the real me now. We ain't talking about the real me. The hypothetically me. We know
My God.
Real me approach once or twice.
Moving on to Atlanta. Where courtside Karen has, well, I guess I can't say reemerged because courtside Karen is new, but another Karen has joined the ranks of the supreme goddesses of the world. At an Atlanta Hawks game while the Lakers were playing the Hawks, this woman's husband, 61-year-old store owner somewhere in Atlanta.
This 25-year-old woman.
Well, it got started off with the 61-year-old husband and between the husband and LeBron. The husband was heckling LeBron. LeBron and him were going back at it. The 25-year-old woman, who is courtside Karen now, she got involved into it, and LeBron told her, she alleges that LeBron told her shut up, bitch, and sit down. And she proceeded to tell LeBron, you know, I'll fuck you up. I'm gonna post a picture of her, and y'all tell me whether you think she can fuck LeBron up. And security came. They tried to, you know, get her to put her mask on and sit back down, you know, watch the game. She refused to do so, and so they were subsequently thrown out of the game. How do y'all feel about the situation? Is it dope or dumb that she was thrown out?
Oh, it's dope. Yeah,
it's
dope, though. It's dope. At the end of the day, man, like you got to protect the players, and the fact of you being able to even sit in a game in this current climate is like, that's a privilege. So yeah, you and your husband heckling and you letting things get out of hand over a game, that's your fault, courtside Karen. And you know what? You thought your privilege was gonna keep you there, and you thought it wasn't gonna get you banned, but now you got to come back and apologize so you be there. So it's dope. That's what you get. That's why your back pocket is stretched.
We've seen where all this stuff happens, man. Like the courtside incident with Russell Westbrook, and the fan hit him. Like, you know, like I agree with Russell, and I agree with all the others. But at some point, you do have to protect the players. Their safety do come first. Yes, they're entertainers. They're putting on the show, but at the same time, you got to protect your investment. That's the investment. So if you got people that come courtside and just threaten a player, like, come on now. I mean, we all here to say, I don't come to your job and tell you how to. Nah, which is true though. So you can't come to my job and make my job uncomfortable because you don't like a certain thing. That's unfair, man.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's dope that she was kicked out, man. Because I mean, once she pulled, I think that everything probably would have been okay. But once she stood up and pulled down the mask and you talking, now you're endangering everybody else. So you still have COVID. You know what I'm saying? So she should have got kicked out right then. They shouldn't even try to persuade her to put on the mask so that she could stay. Like, she deserves to get kicked out, man. I think that all hecklers, man, to a certain extent, should get kicked out, man. There's no need for it. There's no need for you to go to the extreme. Like, you can boo and you can do all that, but once you start talking reckless, man, you need to go.
I saw a status that asked, would we feel the same way if it was Spike Lee heckling at the Garden, where we have felt like he deserved to be kicked out? If he had said the exact same thing.
If he had said the exact same thing,
yes. Yeah, I don't think Spike would, but
never took it to that far. I mean, Spike did his thing, but he never took it to that level. Spike and Reggie, Spike and Jordan, all them had.
Spike ain't never took it that far.
He when? Spike ain't never something.
Spike and Reggie used to get into it back in the day.
Spike ain't never something you up though. I don't recall Spike.
But Reggie told that man he'll smash his mama.
And it wasn't.
Now I say they went. That's Reggie. Reggie can say that.
But this is basketball of a different day now, man. This is the early 90s, bro. He wouldn't do that with the Meta World Peace 10, 15 years ago.
Nobody.
And you have to understand, like, bro, it's really not that many people in there, so they just run the game. Like,
it's really just them.
Like, looking at them. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Like, and talking. So it's like, once you start disrupting the game, you gotta go.
Big facts.
Yeah, bro.
I was infuriated by it too. As I sit down and thought about it, I was wondering, like, would I want that same energy for a black person who's a heckler? You know, black people go to games, and we the biggest trash talkers at sporting events anyway. But I don't think we would have taken it that far. And I'm gonna fuck you up, you know. So,
dang.
Moving on. Oh, did everybody say that was dope or dumb? Dope that she got kicked out.
It's dope that she got kicked out.
Dope.
Bye,
Moving on. Nasty, this used to be your favorite football game back in the day.
Yes,
NCAA.
Yes, sir.
NCAA coming back. It looks like they're going to. They ain't been around since 2014, man. It's been 6 years, 7 years, man. So they're going to bring the game back. It looks like they're not going to actually use player likenesses. They're not going to use names for the guys that are coming in. But I guess the guys that they put in the game, kind of, sort of. I guess they'll still have similar attributes. So you'll still be able to tell Trevor Lawrence. But they won't make him look like Trevor Lawrence.
He wouldn't have long hair.
But he'll probably still have the same throwing accuracy, throwing power, all the same attributes, but it just won't look like him and won't use his name.
That's how it was back in the day, ain't it?
Yeah, same thing.
Pretty much.
Well, they ain't never used names, but they use
sports. It's in the game. Yeah.
Okay.
So, how do y'all feel about? I know how Nasty feel. How does everybody feel about NCAA coming back?
Oh, I am so excited, bro.
Loved it.
Road to glory me, cause I'm ready, though. I am ready. I just hope this PS4 is capable. Because if I ain't got no game system, it's over.
It's
I might
definitely
have to
going
buy it.
PS5, big fella.
Yeah, I
It
might
said
have to
next
get
Yeah,
gen.
it's gonna be
PS5.
PS5.
It's PS5 only. But yeah, man. Yeah, you know me, I'm very ecstatic. I ain't even gonna lie. That made me get kicked out of Marshall my first semester. Boy, I was damn sure when it started snowing. Your boy from the South, I went walking to class, snowstorm. So I would happily turn on the NCAA, me and the boys get it going. So that was it for me. I'm ready.
Man was living in NCAA life and playing it.
Yes.
Well, it was out of season too. Football was over, so we was just there. It was real winter. It was January, February. It was cold.
Oh man, yeah, it's dope though. What you got, TJ? You said anything?
Oh, yeah, it's dope, bro. I love this game, man. I cannot wait to play it again. I might have to get the new system just for it.
And see, that's the thing. Like, they don't know how much money they was missing out on, man. EA, that was $1 billion game, bro.
I mean, they knew how much they were missing out on, but
They just couldn't.
there
Right?
was nothing they could do.
Yeah. That
EA
lawsuit
Sports.
did mess them up. That lawsuit messed them up.
Bro, they was capitalizing, boy. They was making that bread.
You know what
Right.
sucks though, bro? Like, dang, I wish they would have made this thing like a year or so earlier, bro. Alabama receivers and Trevor Lawrence and all that, bro.
Devontae
I don't know
Smith.
no big marquee names now. You know what I'm saying? That's in college football. Seem like
Coastal Carolina gonna be in that thing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, them boys might be
we
ranked
gotta
in the
see
top
now. We gotta see.
15.
They still gotta get license from 100 teams. So if Coastal don't give them a license, you might not see a Shauna
Coach
clean
gonna
that
give him
thing.
that license.
Yeah,
They
they
give them a
gonna
goddamn license.
right.
They better
Coach
give
Coastal
them a
would
license.
say no,
Right. How dare you? Get them folks their license.
so I can take y'all to the ship.
Right. Facts. Road to glory. Nigga, shout out to
Boy.
Quitters are going.
Supposed to be a
That's
dynasty. Coastal the new
Right.
Alabama around here.
Right.
Unanimous
Literally play-
vote.
Yeah, literally played into existence, bro.
Moving on to Tennessee, man, where a middle school principal, black woman,
Rocky Top.
has received some backlash, man. She the theme this year for the middle school, and what's the name of the middle school? East Ridge Middle School in Chattanooga. The theme for their Black Lives Matter festivities this year is All
Black
Lives
History Month.
Matter.
No,
Black
Black
History
History Month.
Black History
Theme
Month.
for
I'm
Black
sorry.
History Month.
I'm sorry, not Black Lives Matter. The theme for their Black History Month this year is All Lives Matter. Their principal is a black woman, and what did they tell her name? Christy Chadwell Drake is the principal at East Ridge Middle School in Chattanooga, and I guess it really said where every child matters, and then somewhere else on the pamphlet it said All Lives Matter, so they use that as the theme for their Black History Month festivities, and it created a lot of backlash in the school. It looks like, it's about 50-50 as far as demographics go, white, black, a few Hispanics. And it received a lot of backlash across the board, man. Parents want apologies. They want changing curriculum. They want her fired. How do y'all feel about the decision to make the theme All Lives Matter?
Okay.
Oh, so
I don't think the firing part that's a little too extreme. Now, what I do think, honestly, I feel like her hand was forced. Because I'm thinking, with the world been going, how all things been, I'm pretty sure the higher ups was like, hey, let's try and keep it clean, make it good this year. I don't want to see too much of they already seen it. They saw it all last year, the George Floyd, the riots, the protests. They heard it, they seen it all. So they were like, let's try and change the narrative a little bit, see if you can try and steer it in a different direction. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm thinking.
Right.
Her hand was forced.
Okay.
That's why I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I want to do that.
The school system is about 40% black and Hispanic, by the way. I saw it
Okay.
at the bottom of the article.
I mean, I look at it like this, man. Anytime, you gotta. I understand the fact that she may have her hand may have been forced, and try to change the narrative a little bit. But as we go on and look, when other people try to do stuff like that, you know that that's a loaded gun. So why even touch it in the first place? I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't change Black Lives Matter to All Children Matter or whatever, because at some point in time, you would have you're going to have a slip up, because it probably was just an honest mistake. They didn't read all the way through and left All Lives Matters in there or whatever. And now look at you. Now you got people coming at you. I just don't think that, if like for the sake of your career and how the cancel culture is now, you can't touch stuff like that unless you have a full-blown plan and you know that it's not gonna affect you in a negative manner. You know what I'm saying? So she got to kind of eat that, man. You got to eat that. And more than likely it may have not been her doing, but you're gonna be the scapegoat because you are the principal of the school. So I hate it for it. I think it's a little dumb to want to fire her, but it's your fault that you didn't make sure this thing was all the way, seen all the way through, and make sure that it wasn't airtight.
I mean, stuff like this, man, I don't really see it as a big deal, because it's just like, you know what I'm saying? She did it, whatever, correct it, move on. But my thing is kind of like how G was saying, like when it's something this controversial and you have this idea, if you know it's like 50-50, this could definitely go wrong, you could definitely just not have a theme for Black History Month and just go on with regular Black History Month.
Yes.
You didn't have to do this. So I'm kind of confused as to why you would do something this controversial and not just decide, you know what, let's just do the old regular smegular Black History Month. So yeah, that was dumb on her part.
Right. You and the whole school do something circumventing around educators, Black educators, and their contributions to Black history and things like that, man. You can't come on. You got to be careful in this climate.
If you ran out of ideas, just read up on what you did 5 years ago.
Right, man. Just reinvent, dog. Yeah.
No need to do All Lives Matter.
Right.
That's not gonna sit well with Black people.
That's definitely
that's my point. You gotta know.
Bruh.
You gotta know that there's a negative connotation.
Yeah, bro. Come on.
Not a negative connotation, but you have to know that All Lives Matter is completely counterintuitive to Black Lives Matter.
Especially on Black History Month.
And people, if you're still saying at this point, saying Black Lives Matters means that all lives don't matter, you're willfully being ignorant to the message.
Yes.
Because people have said millions of times that's not what it means. But if you still out here saying all lives matter every time somebody say Black Lives Matter, you're part of the problem. You're really a part of the problem.
Yeah, I agree.
If you don't want to jump on the boat with Black Lives Matter, then just don't use Black Lives Matter. But you ain't got to use All Lives Matter like TJ said. You don't have to have a theme.
Right.
You have to.
None of this. I hate when people do stupid shit that's not forced. It's not forced. You had every right to say,
right.
Nah,
no, that's not a good idea. No, no.
It's not hard, man.
Right. I don't think she should be fired. Issue an apology and move on, sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, it's so easy.
Ain't that something though, bro? You about to lose your job or something dumb like this.
It's so easy to get fired, bro. It's so easy to get fired.
Yeah, just apologize and move on, lady.
Leave, boy. It's so easy to get fired. All right, moving on. Last topic in Dope or Dumb this week, man. Funk Master Flex. Recently, Funk had liposuction, and he posted the video of his surgery on Instagram. And people were trolling him, bro, about getting liposuction and, saying that he needed to go to Dr. Miami. And, Funk had to get on and explain, I was working out, but, I couldn't hit some of them areas and I got the money to get lipo. So I went and got lipo. But then, I feel like he was super, what's the word I'm looking for? Super insecure about the fact that he had to have surgery. And so then he started reaching and he's like, yo, I saw, LL Cool J got it. Drake got it. Kanye's gotten it.
I have had lipo. I went public with it just because I thought everyone did. Now, I can't say I seen, but I could say, I did. And to my knowledge, Drake and Kanye and LL and people like that's what they were doing.
Well, I can't get it. And so like he started outing all these other people, I guess, who have had lipo, just to kind of get the heat off of him.
Mhm.
So how do y'all feel about this, man? How y'all feel about not Funk having surgery, but him outing all these other celebrities, the rappers, singers who have had surgery in the past? How y'all feel about Dope or Dumb?
I
That
mean,
video was painful, boy. That video.
yeah, it did. I just watched it, man. I
Golly.
Man.
think Funk just really, I mean, he messy. It's pretty dumb. Like, bro, a lot of people already knew these people had surgery, but it's you just out. You Funk Flex. You not the same. You are not in the same lane as a LL, as a Kanye, as a Drake, bro. People ain't gonna let you live, Funk. People not gonna let you live, bro. Stop trying to out people to dim the light on you. It just makes you look worse, bro. You look like a whole female now. Like, respect to what you want to do. I respect.
lipo.
Right. I respect what you want to do with the whole lipo thing. That's it. Do your own thing. But me personally, I ain't telling nobody I'm having lipo surgery.
Again.
Right.
Again, why did you post
Right.
Right. Like, bro, I'm not telling
Everything
nobody.
don't gotta be
Video.
social, man.
Right. Come on,
Nobody
dog.
asked you for this.
Everything
Nobody
don't
asked
gotta
you for
be
the problem
social.
you're making for
Bruh.
yourself.
Because these other people ain't they ain't went blasting these surgeries, bro. Like, you out here,
Exactly.
you know why people trolled you? Because you put it out here like these females
You put it
did.
up.
You had a fat
You
transfer.
wanted it.
You had a
You
fat
asked for
transfer,
that.
bro. You put it out there. Come on.
You
Put up
wanted
this
that smoke.
this disturbing video. You want to post this, but
Right.
are you mad because people
Right.
are coming at
You
you?
wanted this smoke.
It looked just like one of them girls.
Exactly. You want some attention, bro. Come
He-
on, man.
What did he expect the reaction to be like? Yes,
Whoever you
Funk.
gonna dance.
Right.
How was it?
Right, come on, dog. Like, come on, dog. Come on.
Bro,
Now it's
just
public
pop up
record,
pics
bro.
Like
Come
everybody
on,
else, bro.
Funk.
Just pop up
Right.
pics like everybody
Right.
else.
Yeah,
Nobody else posted
right.
it.
Funk Flex. All he had to do was post a after video later on down the road, like he all jacked up, just like TJ said. Post a fit pic. Like, oh, then they'll put him on the shade room. Oh, Funk Flex been out here working out. Nah,
Exactly.
now everybody know you built that body, brother.
Let me show y'all this
Funk,
process.
He 52 years old, man. Come on, Funk. Don't
Posting
be
a video
posting
like that, bro.
52-year-old
Come on,
man.
man. You too old for that, boy.
God, I hope I ain't chasing clout like that when I'm that age, bro.
Ah,
52?
it's a dangerous drug, boy.
Yeah,
52.
Still gotta be relevant, man.
yeah.
Oh, when you ain't relevant no more.
It's
Funk ain't
dumb.
been relevant since what?
Bro, 2005,
80s?
2005, bro. Funk Flex.
I'd rather him got back in the studio and tried to make another song than
Make another,
Lipo
make another
video.
album. You know, right? Do what DJ Khaled do.
real tour or something like that.
Right.
Goodness, don't do lipo. That's not
Right.
come up.
Yeah.
I tell you, boy.
Hold this L, Funk. That's dumb.
Hold this L like that bottle holding your fat.
Oh man.
Bro, it's really like money and fame caused a whole generation of rappers and entertainers to never grow up.
Right. It's kind of like Lil Uzi with that diamond in the middle of his forehead. And everybody
Oh God, we should have
bro.
talked about that.
Oh, we didn't
God,
do
we
that.
should-
Oh,
We
we
should
didn't
have
do
talked
that.
about that shit.
Like,
bro.
bruh.
Oh,
A $24 million diamond, bro.
I ain't
Out
even
here
have
looking
money like
like
that.
bitching.
I don't even care about the price of the diamond. Why? Why?
On your
did it put
forehead,
on
though?
your head?
Right here.
Why, Vision?
That boy
Vision,
got
exactly.
that boy got the
He's
marker boot on
inspired,
his
man.
forehead in a
Oh.
diamond.
Everybody want to be the next trend. I want to do something nobody else does.
Nah, he didn't do it, and then the thing is, he's been getting a lot of slack because he didn't do it first. This rapper from I can't remember where Sauce
Lil
Walker
B
from.
did it.
Sauce Walker did it. He was the first one that did. He got the diamond put on his cheek like a teardrop. So Lil Uzi goes and get this big old pink diamond in the middle of his forehead, and now I'm just like, man, when you got money like that, you got to be crazy, bro. You got to be.
That's disturbing. Moving
I
on
told
to
you, bro.
the Icey Hot Fire topic of the week, man. We're gonna do it before the main topic this week. Conserve our energy for this one. What is the pettiest reason? The pettiest reason you have ever stopped talking to a female? I saw a post on online earlier, and it asked the question, said this is a safe space, and some of the comments were crazy, man. So, what's the pettiest reason y'all stopped talking to a female? Ladies, this for y'all. It's gonna help y'all out.
Who won it first? I'll go. Right. I like my eggs fluffy, dog. I'm sorry. You gotta put them things in the bowl, beat them, make them eggs nice and fluffy. Then when you cook them eggs just little plump, got a little cushion to them, little bounce. Bruh, shawty cracked that egg, put it dead in the pot. I said, whoa. What is you doing? She was like, cooking eggs. I said, nah, don't worry about it. I do it myself. I damn sure clean that pot out, straight that thing, throw it in the trash, put my eggs in my bowl, beat it, cook them eggs, ate my breakfast, and I was the end of the story, bro. The rest is history.
If you ain't like it like that,
in the bowl,
right?
Wait,
Shawty gotta go.
So you ate the eggs and never talked to her again?
Oh, I ate my eggs, yeah, and yeah, pretty much.
Oh, if you ain't like it, that's all you had to say. But if you ain't like it, that's all you had to say, bro. That's it. I mean, if you ain't like it like that, that's all you had to say.
It wasn't that.
It was.
So what? That was a tipping point, bro.
Eggs, bro.
That was a tipping point, bro.
So nasty.
Has
That
she
was
done
the only
anything
reason.
before that?
Right.
Cook your
A little
eggs
bit.
on, and you said bye. I'm never talking to you again. That's what you.
Brother wouldn't invest it.
I ain't quite say it like that, but you know, I kind of ghosted. Definitely ghosted.
After the eggs.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
that is savage, bro. Over eggs.
Bruh, I like my breakfast. We all know I eat breakfast morning, noon, night. Don't play with me, bro. I like
That's
my eggs
crazy,
certain way, bro.
dog. That's crazy. That's pretty wild there.
But granted, I was a lot less mature. So I had a lot of growing up to do. I'm grown.
What
now.
is like 2 years ago?
Yep.
Mind your business, brother.
Right.
3 years ago?
What?
So like,
Be your own
it wasn't like
people.
10 years ago.
Be your own. Growth can happen either day. It don't matter the time. Growth, as long as it's growth. That's
Hey sis.
Ooh.
Hey sis. If you listen to this one, you better whip that man eggs, please. Whip that man eggs, man.
I do my own eggs. From now on,
That's
I do
pretty-
my own eggs.
that's pretty terrible, bro.
That was a lesson learned.
Wow. It wasn't because she didn't know why you stopped talking to her. Like what? What are you talking about? Like what are you talking about? She don't know that.
You only can control what you can control. If I can control the situation, I can control the situation.
What did that? That's what you took from that?
Exactly. What I took from it. Exactly.
What you got, G? What you got on G? What,
No
what's-
man, go TJ because
Oh,
I'm still
God.
trying to think.
Oh god.
Okay. Yo, so I had a few of them. I had to think about like, guys, what's the top contestant? You know what I'm saying? All right, here's what I think is the top one, man. I may think of something else later on down the road, but this is one. Yo, so this girl came down to my spot at the beach. This was like sophomore year or something like that. And you know, we was chilling. She came down. You know, we started doing what we do. You know, and so she was giving me head, right? And I was like, you know, it was good. Everything was cool. But she kept taking it out and stopping and talking.
Oh,
And like she kept doing that like repeatedly. And I'm like, I'm laid back enjoying it. Then she'll take it out and like, oh, it's good. You enjoying this or whatever? And I'm like, okay. And then she'll start back and then she'll take it out and start talking again. And it was just like that point, I was just like, bro, I can't do this. Like, so after she left, I just never shit with her again. It was just horrible. So that was my pettiest reason, I guess. Trash head.
Nah, you took me back. I had one more too. I had another one. So a while back in my older days, yes. This is a long time.
Way back. Wait.
This is a long time.
The real
shorty,
older days.
yeah.
Okay.
Nah, shut up. But now that you said that, so I was going through that phase, you know, a lot of women say, if you don't lick it before you stick it, I was at that point. So, you know, I was like, well, shit.
I know where you're
if
going
you
with
ain't
this.
sucking before I'm fucking, then you ain't about to get something is not happening if you ain't sucking. So we was about to get to it. Shawty, I was like, I wanted to hit it with the Bernie Mac, like, they ain't gonna say itself. But I didn't say that. I was like, what you gonna do? She's like, you want me to suck your dick? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, nah. I was like, oh, well, clothes on, got about to do. That was it. That was it, bro.
Because you ain't getting no toppy, you ghosted.
Bro, come on. Everybody was doing it.
I think that's actually a common one. I ain't gonna say
Everybody was doing it.
But
Oh,
yo,
I know
you
y'all
did it
love
before.
this, yo, y'all gonna love this. Y'all
you know how I feel.
out here. Y'all nasty brothers out here. I just thought of another one. Yo, so, man, I'm chilling with this girl, right? It's way back. So she comes to the crib. Like,
Always gotta emphasize how far back it was.
way back. But chilling in the crib, man. And you know, back then, you know, I'm a condom brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the people that I like to stay protected, especially back in the day. So this girl hit me with the I'm allergic to latex stuff, right? So I'm literally like pulling down my pants. She say that like, oh, I'm allergic to latex. You ain't gonna use a condom. Pull my pants right back up, and I was like, yeah.
Better get that lamb skin, big fella.
I'm
that
going
lamb.
I'm done. I know y'all brothers would have stayed with no hesitation, but you know, for a brother like me, I like to I like to protect myself. So I had to ride on out, man.
No comment.
I plead the fifth.
They still make lambskin condoms? Is that still a
I
thing?
don't know. Shit, I ain't looking for it. You're looking for it. Mr. Zayd, what you got?
Pettiest reason. Only one situation came into mind. This is a couple of years ago. I went out with this shorty, and bro, like she had been drinking and stuff like that, but she was a beer drinker, bro. And for those of you that partake in beer, you know you got to kind of like freshen up your breath, like if you talking in somebody's face, bro. So I had been completely sober. I hadn't drank or anything like that, and I met her at the bar that she was at, and bro, when I say this girl, she walked up to me and kissed me dead square in my mouth.
Hi, Gary.
Bro, just like bro, kiss me dead, bro. And bro, I had the nastiest taste in my mouth, and it's like I couldn't stop it. I was like, yeah, that's a dub. This is a whole dub, bro. I left her at the bar with her friends. Like I was like, yeah, and I was like, no. I was like, oh no, Lord. Bro, I had the moment like Buddy Love did in Nutty Professor when he went outside and threw up, and he was doing like he was like, I was like, in my mind, I was screaming, bro. I was screaming.
And this was the chick that you was talking to?
We was just talking, man. That was it. Like we was like friends. Like she real cool people, real good peoples, but she just that was it, bro. I was like, yeah, that's it, bro. Like I said, nah, that ain't it, Jack. That thing.
I can't lie, bro. Bad breath, bro. I ran into some that had bad breath. That junk is an instant killer, bro. It make you look so unattractive.
And it be bad. Like I was like, bro, come on, bro. You ain't think that.
Down, bro.
And bro, and that's like one of my biggest fears, like to walk up on somebody and my breath smell like booty. I was like, ain't no way you don't know your breath stink, though. Ain't no way. Your breath make it past your nose before it hit me. Come on now.
I don't know how some people ain't passing out with these masks on, boy. I know these masks killing me.
Oh boy. Ain't no way, bro. Boy, ain't no way you should smell like you got a rotten tooth in your mouth.
Mask gotta let you know something up first.
Yeah, man. What's your story, Stu? We ain't getting away from that. We not ready. We not ready. You not about to move on.
Well, I don't know what the pettiest is. I done had a few pettiest.
You first off, you the pettiest of them all. So don't.
I mean, you know, bro. Back in the day, I done stopped talking to a chick because she had chipped fingernail polish all the time.
I forgot about that.
I can't stand that shit, bro. Like you go grown woman out here. I need your nails. They ain't gotta be done, but that chip fingernail polish shit, like you 5 years old, just get on my nerves.
You said back in the day. So as young college and high school kids, is she a grown woman at that point?
Nah,
we talking about like junior, senior year. We talking about 22, 23, 24 years old.
Oh, I mean, you ain't paying to get it done though.
Right.
You weren't paying to get it done, though.
Listen, brothers, I didn't say I was right. I said
What else? You got anything else?
I mean, I stopped talking to a chick because she was a weed smoker. Stopped talking to a chick because her pH wasn't right. I stopped talking to a chick because she would leave me notes in my dorm room all the time.
That ain't
like,
cute,
I hope
bro.
you had a good
You
day.
You really? Oh wow, Stu, that's kind of bad, bro.
I didn't like that, bro. Y'all know I didn't.
So
I didn't.
ungrateful, bro.
I don't like that shit, bro. Like that.
No, you know why?
You know that Kevin Hart scene where he's like, "Ooh, you're home, yeah." I don't like that shit, bro. Like,
You know why? You know why he stopped talking to her? Because he didn't want that evidence left around in his room. That's what it was. That's what it was. Tell the truth. Tell the truth and shame the devil. You just didn't want nobody to come over and find them notes. That's why he stopped talking to her. He was like, "She gonna get
on your dad."
He is, bro.
He about to sit here and tell that whole lie. He trying to sit there and tell, I don't want that, bro. In this day and comment, if Jaleesa started leaving you sweet notes, she'd be like, "Oh, that's all right." You probably keep a whole notebook. That's all right. Right. You know what? Just tell the truth, brother. That's all right. We all live the
Y'all ever stop talking to a chick because she texted you too much?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If I didn't like her,
I do hate that.
Absolutely.
I know everybody done did this one. You stopped talking to a chick because you wanted her to break up with you because you ain't want to break up with her.
Yeah, absolutely. You had to be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wasn't starting arguments though. I was just like,
I would start arguing.
I was like,
Quick, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about it, man.
That's probably about it.
Gee, you brought up the one about the snoring, but we're gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, we not going into that one, brother. That's not safe.
Oh, wow.
Cause that'll be the episode that get watched, and then it'll be a whole problem. that'll be just the one episode that'll get watched, and now
ain't seen now neither one of them.
Not a damn one.
Right, and
that thing on repeat.
Right, and now, and BBO is now shut down. Our editor is gone.
Y'all better hit the internet. Recommendations. Video editor.
Go fund it, boy.
But I'm gonna put your job on Indeed. Like, yep, editor needed.
All right, man. Moving on to the main topic of the day. Last thing we got up for the day, man. T.I. and Tiny, bro. So this story has gained a lot of steam in the last 7 days, actually. Heard about it at the early part of last week, where this one woman, I don't know her name, but she came out and said T.I. and Tiny basically drugged her, raped her, have sex with multiple women and orgies and whatever else. Like, she would go and recruit the women, bring them back, and then T.I. and Tiny would have orgies with them, and there would be drugs involved and alcohol, and sometimes other celebrities would be involved in and out. They didn't name drop other celebrities, but now it's starting to affect T.I. and Tiny's money, bro, because I guess BET still plays that show with T.I. and Tiny. I don't know the name of it. Family Hustle, whatever it is.
I'm not
Apparently they stopped production after these allegations.
VH1, ain't it?
Is it VH1? It might be
one
VH1.
of them.
VH1.
I don't watch none of them. So, I mean, it's one of the networks. They played the show Family Hustle. Well, that's out the window. It's been suspended indefinitely right now. And the Me Too, leader of the Me Too movement, has now found some other survivors. We're going to call them survivors for now because we don't know if the stories are true or not. So we call them survivors. Survivors of this sexual abuse and assault by T.I. and Tiny, and they're now speaking out, and now the Me Too movement is kind of trying to do what happened to Bill Cosby. They're now trying to make T.I. and Tiny an example. So let me get some takes on this story, man. How do y'all feel about it? And then we'll dive into some other questions in regards to black entertainers in this space.
Well,
did y'all read the thing on Twitter? Kind of confession that the girl was talking about how she was giving a description of what happened. Talking about like at CIAA, went up to the room
I
or
did see
whatever,
that one.
chilling. Yeah. Went up in the room, chilling, whatever. Then all this stuff happening. My issue is, and I don't like victim blaming, but I do feel like people need to start being responsible for themselves. It's like, yo, people get into these spaces with these celebrities and everything, and then once stuff starts getting weird, which you know happens once you get in those spaces, they want to air it out and bring up all these complaints and stuff. And it's just like, bro, you could really just stop wanting to be around them. Stop
Facts.
going to their spaces, bro. You went to their room. Now you want them to abide by your rules and make you feel comfortable. But it's like, bro, like, stop going to these people's houses just because they celebrities.
Facts.
Y'all trying to get chase clout. Y'all trying to be in the in crowd or whatever. This is what happens in the in crowd. Weird stuff. People's been telling y'all that for years. Now
Facts.
y'all surprised? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you got
Factuals, bro.
you gotta own up to that stuff sometimes, man. Like, bro, don't go there. You know they do drugs and stuff there. You know they do coke, they do all this weird stuff. Why are you there? Why are you trying to
Just
be
for
there?
the listeners who don't know, because they probably didn't read the story and they're not going to go research it. Brief synopsis: the woman, CIAA weekend, like TJ said, she went up to T.I. and Tiny's room. She said that she saw them doing drugs. She saw a woman passed out. This woman was a nurse, apparently. So she said she was a nurse. She went up and saw the woman passed out. Somebody pulled the woman to the bathroom, and the woman snuck inside the bathroom to check on her, check her vitals, said that her heart rate was damn near non-existent, almost dead, in her words.
That junk said when they got in the room, they asked everybody to pull down their pants. At that moment, if you get pulled into a room and your friend says, okay, why are you even still trying to stay there?
And
If you're
lock up the
already
phones.
uncomfortable. Come on.
Right.
man.
Didn't they
Already
do like NDAs? They had them sign some NDAs too, right? I believe.
I don't know about that. But bro, if you in that type of environment, you're uncomfortable, leave. You can
Immediately.
leave.
Leave.
Immediately.
Leave.
If I walk into a room and people say, take off your pants, bro, if I ain't want to take off my pants, I'm out.
Right.
You want to stay there,
I
then
mean,
stay.
That's true, because we all know Hollywood is Hollywood, man. Hollywood is its own little world. The stuff people do, everybody know, like, they're bad on drugs. They do wild things. Like you say, they do wild things, man. At some point, I agree that accountability do come into fact. Like, if you've been doing it for months and you've been continually going, now and then you mad because something went left, then it's kind of, you brought it on yourself.
At this point, yeah, absolutely.
You know better. We adults. We know better. We know right from wrong. So at some point, you gotta say, okay, I'm wild. Let me pull the plug. Or if you was into it when you first started, then that's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
I think
that
a lot
they're
of-
wrong though.
A lot of people have been saying that they think, couple of female, that one chick got a little bit more attracted to Tiny, and then, Tiny wasn't trying to feed into her. So she got, went sideways with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Then,
think that they're holding them hostage, and that's wrong. But like,
right.
from what it seems like you go there, they're
It's free
asking you to
choice,
take off-
your choice, yeah.
They ask you to take off clothes and do drugs. Like, they passing around drugs to do it. It's like, if you ain't want to take drugs, bye.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it.
Then T.I. said something on his Instagram. He said, we ain't never invite anybody into our bedroom that wasn't into what we was into. So, I mean, another thing is on the on the flip side, like, these celebrities got to be smarter about who they got to make sure, like, it's kind of impossible, but if you do it because you're doing something like that, but you got to be certain of who you letting into your rooms, man, because it could blow up on you or backfire on you at any point, But once again,
for
just
them, I think
that-
for them
the
in that
woman that-
situation, they be down, and then they
Right.
change their mind afterwards.
But
Right.
the woman that initially made the allegations against them last week or 2 weeks ago, she was the one that was responsible for going out and finding the new women. Like, she was supposed
That's
to be
what I'm
vetting
saying.
these women. She was
Right.
supposed to be out here, screening them and making sure they was down. So, and now she the one that turned against them.
she's the one making the allegation. It sounded to me like some money, just like some
That's what I
feeling
think.
got a little bit. Yeah, I think it was money. I think it probably is a money thing, not victim blaming, but like, if that's what you were doing and you were okay with doing it at first, why now? Why make it such a big deal now? Because you agree, just like teacher said, when you agree to do stuff like this, you like, come on, don't, you can't, bro. Like, I don't know how to feel about the situation. Once again, not victim blaming because
It's really. I mean, because at the same time we talked about it, like it's a certain group of women, not just women. It's a certain group that really can destroy a man anytime, and that can happen to any one of us on any particular night. Say we was out clubbing.
Tell me about it.
Had somebody take it back to the room. Next thing you know, she called rape. Like, damn, really?
Ooh,
Tell
boy,
me
you
about it, cuz.
you about to get us a lot of bike lash, boy.
But I'm just
Them
saying
statements,
is that not true though?
Bro, it's
Is
facts.
that not true though?
It's facts, man.
Like any woman can pull the plug on any man at any time and ruin a man's life. We've seen that. Like with a couple NFL players, those chicks got mad and they tried to threaten a man's career. Who was the boy for the Broncos, Von Miller? His baby mama just not like.
I don't know. Von was out here tripping though. Von, we got indisputable facts on Von. Von was out here wilding, bro.
Vaughn was morally wrong for what he
was saying to her.
We're
bro.
getting off the rails here.
Yeah.
But he was morally wrong for what he said. But she's the one that went out and alleged that he had hit her. She said she suffered from physical and mental
abuse.
abuse.
I'm saying she took it overboard.
Yeah, she insinuated that Vaughn, and then she came back later when she realized she was messing up his money and said, I never said that Vaughn hit me. Like, shut the hell up.
Yes, you did. You said it.
Shut up.
You said it. You know.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's hard to say be careful, but it's crazy. It's a slippery slope, man.
Yeah.
Because the only way that you can really be careful is to not make a woman mad.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That too.
Because any woman that gets mad, if you're associated with her, you're vulnerable to what she airs out and what she says. Because she could, like you said, at any moment, just say something. And because we give the women so much of a benefit of the doubt, they're going to believe her until you're proven innocent.
So why are we not us, but general public, why are most people shocked when stories like this about celebrities come out? Especially when it comes to like rappers or R&B singers, when they sell these sexual fantasies a lot of time in their music. They actually talk about the stuff they do in their music. And, we put them on this, I don't want to say pedestal, but we visualize them in our minds doing some of this stuff. But when we realize, they was actually out here doing it, like we're shocked. It would be like a rapper who raps about selling drugs all the time, then they get caught up on some drug charges. We're gonna act shocked about it.
Right.
Why is that? Why are we shocked?
It's the taboo because it's out of the norm for us because it's a lot of it's not in our day to day. So if something ain't in our day to day, we're like, oh wow, yeah,
I ain't
they
shocked.
really shouldn't have been doing that.
No,
I wasn't shocked either. Like I heard the story. I mean,
you said general public.
If that's what they do, that's what they do.
Yeah, facts. I don't know, man. People just have this false misconception of what people's lives are like, and like when you put it out there like that and they are telling you who they are through their music or whatever they're doing, when it actually comes out, like, bro, you like this person has been telling you how they've been for a long time. I mean, even back then, Kels was singing "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number." Kels was singing it, bro. He was telling you age ain't nothing but a number, brother. He was.
I tried to keep it
I
away
thought he was
from
talking
Kels.
to an older woman though.
Nah. With a 15-year-old Aaliyah singing it.
That's a great example, bro.
Like, bro, he been telling you.
Song out decades ago.
A long time ago.
We shocked.
Nah, you shocked. Nah, ain't nobody shocked. Kels out here, like, ain't nobody shocked, man. So, like, when these people tell you these things and it happens, bro, you just got to realize that.
It's a fantasy and just words. We just think it's the words and songs, you know what I'm saying? We don't really conceptualize it in our head.
It's
like, nobody thought that age was nobody thought that age was nothing but a number. Was really him talking to a young girl.
You serious,
we didn't think that. Yeah.
But I mean, I think of it like this: but a lot of people that are serious about their craft and their art, they express themselves through their art and their craft.
They live their music.
Very true.
That's so they're actually telling you their reality through their music. Some of these rappers out here ain't no gangsters, but like, just for anything sexual to come up in a song and you talking about it like that, I mean, that's not too hard to believe. You know what I'm saying? I believe a lot of stuff about like I believe more sexual innuendos over somebody going out here saying I'll shoot you in the face, I'll kill you. Or I believe even with drug culture, if you talking about I'm rolling on pills, I believe you popping pills. Like that's you telling me the truth, because that's not something that's very, very risky for a bunch of people around you. So, and I mean, being like the industry that you're in, it's common. So yeah, absolutely.
I do think
Absolutely.
sexual preference and sexual innuendos need to be taken very, very seriously in art, bro, because for centuries, artists have been, you know, putting out their sexual truths in their work. Like, even if you go back to Shakespeare, bro, like now they're trying to say that Shakespeare was, you know, bisexual, but a lot of his work, there were men having sex with men. There were men having sex with women, men having orgies. Like, that's just what it was. Like, artists have been putting this out in their work for years.
Long
and so
time.
when somebody puts that in their music, then you should really take a step back and say, oh, they really out here about this shit.
Right.
Don't just
listen to him, bro. Listen to him. Listen to him, my guy. Yeah, that's what I got on that. Start taking this stuff seriously. Listen to what you're listening to, and believe a lot of it, especially if it's not something crazy.
So if it turns out this is true, then what should happen?
I mean, if they
You know
was
what's
holding
gonna have to
people-
happen,
if
bro.
they was holding the people against their will,
You criminals, bro.
and somebody say throw the book at them, bro.
You got to,
throw the
bro.
book at them.
You got to, dog.
But it's like, because, all right, it's saying like drug, because from the description from this lady, it's like, I'm handing you this thing for you to do. You do it. I'm not slipping it in your drink. So is it their fault that the girls took it? Unless they are being held against their will, that's the only way that I would say, like, okay, they're criminals. But it's like, if I'm handing you something and giving you the thing to take, at that point, once it's in your hand, that's on you.
I think the thing of it is because T.I. has a tattered, like, a criminal record. Like, I think that's what's going to kind of get them caught up, because if, you know, you can actually prove that there were drugs there, you know, that's a violation. I don't know if he's still on parole or anything, but you being a convicted felon, like, now that's what it's like. It gets you on the back end. You know what I'm saying? So you might not actually have been doing anything wrong with these women as far as like the sexual acts and stuff like that, but you haven't, like, people saying that you had drugs around you, maybe with you being a felon or someone that's been convicted, and you're not supposed to be around those kind of things. That's where it hits you at. So it's not even if they don't get him on the act of that thing, if they can't prove that there was drugs there, that's the risk of it, and that's what could possibly land him back in jail.
But also, I think it's coercion too, because I mean,
Yeah,
like you said,
absolutely.
you providing it, so you kind of coercing the situation now, because you got it there, so you kind of. Like
she's just as guilty, bro. She's just as guilty, though. Like, my thing is, she's just as guilty, because just
no
like
doubt about it.
she was betting them, like, so, like, you're doing this what to.
Her hands ain't clean as well.
Right. You got blood on your hands too, shorty. Like, you did that. Your hands was in the pot. If you didn't provide the food, like, we wouldn't be having this discussion. Like, you did this. You got your money, and I guess whatever happened. And now you doing this. Like, once again, not victim blaming, but that's how it seems. This is what it looks like. It looks like something didn't go right, and now you upset about it.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, it sounds like just I mean, I don't know, man.
It's tough, bro.
Unless they were holding people against their will, it just sounds like an unfortunate situation that people was into, and just something that you need to learn from and grow from. Not something that somebody should be, like, actually prosecuted for. Like, there should be any parties that go to jail, unless they were getting held against their will. Then,
Facts.
yes, you should go to jail. But other than that, it just seems like wild party life, man. Learn to not go into people's hotels, man, that you ain't want to go into, and learn not to coerce girls. Learn not to freaking set girls up for stuff like that.
Sabrina Peterson, that's the name of the woman who initially accused him. She accused T.I. putting a gun to her head in an Instagram post and claimed that they had drugged, coerced, or forced women into sex and trafficked them.
Trafficking?
Those are some crazy allegations, bro. Crazy trafficking women. I don't know.
Ooh.
I mean, we speculating ourselves. So I don't know. Like you said, if it is true, that's wild.
That's a serious allegation.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It got to be investigated, bro, because trafficking is huge, bro. It got to be. So, hey,
I'm sure
once
more
again,
will come out in the coming weeks, man. We'll provide an update on this story. I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll revisit it.
so
I don't
once
see T.I. and Tiny as no traffic.
But that's the thing.
That's
See,
crazy.
that's the same thing we said earlier. Because a lot of people say, I don't see T.I. and Tiny having sex with other people, having
No, I
opening
can
their
see
bedroom.
that. I can see that.
But that's what I'm saying. But somebody else might say the same thing, though. They might
Nah.
look at it that way too.
can't put nothing past nobody, bro.
Which is
T.I.
true.
said we ain't never trafficked nothing.
He
Well,
did say that.
We trafficked, but
Yeah, he said,
That
but
way you
it wasn't no women. It wasn't no women. He did. That's what I'm
Nah.
saying. But that's what he said. That's from the Goat's Mouth itself, bro. He said it like, we ain't never trafficked no women.
I already
we
did
ain't
them
never
charges.
forced
I already
nobody to
did
do
that.
something that we wasn't into.
He said it.
But T.I. and Tiny some freaks, bro. That's the bigger
I
overall
mean, half
story
of the
here.
industry freaks, though.
Them
half of
boys,
the industry
they some freaks, bro.
Half of the industry freaks, man.
Mm-hmm.
All them
Bro,
swinger
imagine
parties.
you and your wife.
Bro, them swinger parties be the big money people, man.
You and your wife in the room and y'all just bringing random girls in and out all night. Bro, what? I couldn't even see myself doing that, yo. Like, to be honest, I feel like I'd be, I just, not that age. Well, I don't know. Damn, bro. Like, that just seemed like a lot.
We'll never know. Some of us will
I
never
hear you,
know.
brother.
Yeah, man.
Brother still out there, like, you want to ask somebody some questions or something, bro.
I'll never know.
Yeah, bro. It's
I'll
wild,
never
bro.
know.
Right.
All right,
Hey,
man.
how
Y'all
you
got
feel about
anything
this,
else?
Jaleesa? How you feel about that?
I
You
wouldn't
know about
even
that
ask.
That T.I. Tiny thing? How you feel about that?
I wouldn't even ask.
Boy.
Anything else for the good of the show?
Nah.
Hearts and minds
I mean-
clear. Any more stories y'all want to talk about?
Nah, that we
I think I got it, man. I think that's it for me, cuz.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate y'all for listening. This has been your boy D Stu, aka Moscato Poppy on Instagram. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. I'm out. I ain't saying
It's your boy Coogee. Follow me on IG at gxboy_. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, follow, and share. And we see y'all next week, man. Simple Loop, talk to the people.
Hey, you already know we here. It's your boy 6'2" and Nash. Hey, I know I got the wrong Super Bowl because it's Miami. Them boys in town, but it's still Florida. You already
I was
know.
wondering
Hey,
about that.
put
I was
the
even
money
gonna say
on
that.
Mahomes. I ain't had time to Google the right one. I was like, hey, we about to start. Put your money on Mahomes, baby. Go, baby. The baby goat. I'ma say it now. The baby goat. The baby goat.
That's why you got a grill.
That boy got the front, boy.
That boy got that Florida.
Florida, baby. I told you I'd do it for Plies one time, dog.
Plies ain't doing that no more, bitch.
He just took his out, dog. Hey, R.I.P. to the grill, baby.
Where does this
Sorry,
accent come
man.
from? Where?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, man. But anyway, man, I hope y'all enjoy the Super Bowl, man. Y'all know that Tom Brady, Goat Brady gonna come through.
Goat Brady.
Still another one, you know what I'm saying?
Bad.
So we'll be talking about that next week, man.
Sell
Hope
more of
y'all
them
enjoy the
things.
episode.
Sell
Sell
them.
them things.
Sell more of them
Brady.
things. Goat Brady.
Yeah, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Burden by Opinions, and make sure you follow our YouTube page at Burden
Word.
by Opinions.
Word.
We'll holler at y'all next week, man. Be blessed.
All right.
Yo.